Hello! Today we're going to talk about creativity. Very often when you are working, when you are studying, when you have a problem in front of you, a challenge that you want to complete, what you need to do is to access the creative power of your brain. And today what I want to tell you is about a technique that is very, very simple to apply and doesn't require any effort from your part. Ready to listen? So, it's a very simple technique to apply. Why? Because many studies have shown that in the moment in which you want to access the creative power of your brain and find solutions to a situation, so create new ideas about that situation, one thing that you can do is to simply stand up and walk. As simple as that. Walk by not following a specific pattern, but just going with the flow, wherever you feel like going. This will boost your creativity for the time in which you're walking and also for the moments afterwards. So it will help you to think more clearly about new solutions, new ways, new ideas. However, you need to pay attention to something, because if the solution that you want to find is a convergent solution, so it's something that, for example, you have a problem and you need to find the solution, the only possible answer to that problem, then the situation is different. Why? Because in that case, it's been proven that usually sitting down may be more effective than walking. Sitting down, focusing on the problem and finding the only solution that is possible. So, according to the kind of situation that you have at hand, choose the best strategy. If you want to find a lot of ideas, walk and keep walking until you find ideas and use the minutes after your walk in order to find more and more ideas. If, on the other hand, you just need to find the answer to a problem, maybe you have a lot of words and you need to find the one that is in common, so this kind of problems, in that case, sit down, focus, and the answers will come to you. Enjoy. Have you seen the movie Dead Poets Society? I hope you have, because it's for sure very, very insightful. And there is a scene that has always been one of my favorite in the movie, which is the scene in which all the students are asked to step on the desk and look at the world from there. And what is said there is that when you think you know something, that's when you need to look at it from a different point of view. And I believe that this helps immensely when we're talking about creativity as well. Why? Because very often the reason why you can't be as creative as you would like to is that you insist on looking at the thing from the same exact point of view. What we need to do is to learn how to change. And in order to do that, one thing that actually helps a lot, and it's always been extremely effective for me, is to do the same exercise as the guys did in the movie, which is to step on a table and look at the world from there. Or if you don't want to step on a table, even just move and change where you are. Go on top of a hill and look at the world from there. Go on top of a building and look at the world from there. What I usually do is to go somewhere up high so that I really change the level of thinking that I have. And this allows me to connect some dots that when I was on ground level, I wasn't able to connect. It's a simple thing that will make a huge difference, because it will train your mind to look at things from a perspective that you hadn't thought about yet, which is amazing. So try it when you want to solve a problem. Try it when you want to look at things from a new perspective that you hadn't thought about before, because you will see that it will work wonders. Have you seen the movie Gifted Hands? It's the story of Ben Carson, the doctor that had to perform the first surgery on two Siamese twins that were connected by their head, and he was the first one to manage to do the surgery while keeping both twins alive. And the movie is extremely inspirational. I love it. And there's one thing that I take away in that movie about creativity. Because there's a moment in the movie in which Dr. Ben Carson has been asked to perform this surgery, but he has no clue about how to do because it has never been done before. No one has ever been able to keep both twins alive, and he wants to find a way. And so that allows you to really dive into what happens when you need to find a solution. And there are two things that allow Dr. Carson to find a solution. The first one, you can see them both in the same scene, and spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the movie, this may spoil one moment of the movie. But what happens? That on one side, you see this scene in which he's there, surrounded by books. So with a lot of books on every possible topic, because the first key to creativity is to know a lot of things. Increase your knowledge, increase your foreknowledge about as many topics as you can, because that will help you to connect more pieces of information in order to find a new solution. Second thing, Dr. Carson sees a sink that's leaking, and what happens? That given that he has a certain amount of knowledge about the topic, given that observing that, he manages to connect that knowledge to all the other knowledge that he has, he finds a solution that works. This is because creativity, for me, means connecting all dots in a new way. So in order to be creative, you need to have a lot of dots. In order to be creative, you need to know a lot of things. And then you need to learn how to look at them in a different way. You need to learn how to look at them in a way that can connect those dots that were already there, but with a new line that wasn't there before. And in order to do that, you need to, of course, practice creativity so that you can really look at things from different perspectives. But second thing, you need to study. You need to learn. You need to know as many things as possible, because knowing as many things as possible will provide you with all those dots that then with your creativity, you will be able to connect in new ways. But if there are no dots, you can't connect them. So if you want to understand how to improve your knowledge, how to learn more and more in a way that's enjoyable, that's fun, and that's your way, please let us know, DM us, so that we can show you how you can access a free consultation to understand what's the best way for you to learn in order to increase the number of dots in your life.